Today, we buckle down, fellas. I am going to be shutting up and I am going to be listening. I'm going to be improving. I'm going to be gaming. I'm going to be playing Dungeon Defenders. I'm going to be doing Moonbase and attempting to get the fish in the bowl pet that you guys have been begging me in the comments to please just go get. I thought it was too hard, but today we're going to watch a guide that is 6 years old on YouTube, and it's going to help guide me to the promised land of this magical fish. Shout out to the guy who made this guide, Templist. His video and channel will be linked in the description, as it's going to be a huge help for this challenge. Let's go ahead and jump into Moonbase. And I'm doing it on hard difficulty because you don't have a timer, which is super nice. And I'm a little scared I won't even be able to beat it if I am not on, like, if I'm on a more difficult difficulty. I'm kind of scared I won't even be able to beat it. Hopefully, what I'm worried about is there's a chance, I guess, that if I do the challenge and I do the little puzzle and solve and everything, if I don't beat the map, do I not even get the fish afterwards? Because that'd be pretty bad. I'd have to learn how to beat the map first. You know, that's pretty scary stuff. But I'm going to watch the video and essentially follow his path. He kind of starts over here, does a little hop over here for I don't know seemingly what reason. He's kind of just rolling around the map. We're going to try to follow him, see where he goes. He goes and grabs a chest. I don't know if that's super needed, but there is a pipe somewhere, and I already got lost track of where he was going. Okay, here we are. I found that it's over in this left corner on the map, as you can see right here. It's just behind this chest. So you want to go ahead and grab this chest. You don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And you want to go over here and click this button. Totally not a hidden button. I should be able to press E and activate that, and it seems like it did work. There's no, like... Oh, there we go. Actually, you do actually see the E letting me know I can actually select it. Okay, so that button's activated. What's the next step? There's a fair amount of lag in his video, unfortunately, so it is a bit hard to follow, and he's pretty fast comparatively to my character, but we're going to try to follow him. The Squire is much slower. I'm already getting lost. He comes over to some... Okay, I got to figure out where he went. Okay, it looks like if I press tab on the map, I can actually see a little alcove over there with a red and like yellow, blue, and green square in that bottom right. Do you see that on screen there? Bottom right. See over here? So, ooh, this already... Yeah, it seems like this activated. Open. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Let's head in here. And here, okay, we have unlocked the DDR machine. Now, this is supposed to be the hardest part of the challenge. I probably should have a faster hero for this. It's probably worth to go ahead and actually go switch, but I might just try it and see if I can beat it. This is supposed to be the hardest part of the challenge, and you essentially just play DDR, to my understanding. Select difficulty. I think they said step on blue. I'm going to try this. First try with you guys just watching. Never played this before. Oh, it's a little too early there. Ah, wrong one. Not doing so hot. I think this is working, though. That's some red registering. That yellow, or yellow, yellow, red, blue, red, oh, blue, red, red, blue, red, green, blue, green, red, yellow. I'm all over the place. I don't think that was... I did it! Okay. I wasn't sure. I've never done that before. I wasn't sure how hard that would be. That's supposed to be like a really hard part of the challenge. Luckily, I was able to first try it. Pretty happy with that. We get all this mana, too. Just actually, like... Getting the mana is actually going to help us just hopefully win the map a little bit better, having that early mana. Now this opens up. I've never seen past this. Find the pieces, complete the puzzle. This is really neat. I like the written on the... Whenever I see text written on a wall, like this reminds me of Portal 1. Okay, it seems like they want us to come through and see that this door is still closed. Good job, you can jump higher on the moon. So we need to see that this door is closed. We still need to actually go unlock this door by finding a button. Okay, next up, we have kind of a crazy jump to make. The guy who made this tutorial failed this jump like 10 times within the video, so this is going to be legitimately pretty difficult. We have to head to the northern side of the map because there's a little black circle ahead of the crystal you could probably see right there, and it's going to have a wind turbine in it, and then we're going to have to jump up there. You see that green wire? There's going to be a button up there we have to press, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. Let's see how we go. Not too shabby. That's actually kind of the positioning we need, but I needed it to be right there. I was a little too far, so we're going to go for another attempt. Okay, I'm going to start from this side, because why not? It's probably better to get it lined up, but this should be fine. And you have to... Oh, I see. You have to jump on that exact little thin bar. I'm going to quickly jump from behind. Honestly, that was pretty close. And I pretty lazily, like, didn't even really set up. Let's try from here. jump like this. Not high enough, unfortunately. I don't know if I can get more height. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, not too shabby. That actually worked out pretty well just doing it that way. Now it's lit up green. Scott was here. Okay, Scott, I see you. I'm going to sit here for a sec because I don't want to jump off here yet because I don't know if I have to do something else up here. Oh, whoa. No, it seems like that's it, which kind of blows my mind. I didn't expect it to be like a 3 to 4 step process. That was honestly, I was expecting a lot more for this Easter egg. I'm actually super happy. If I can just go collect the fish in a bowl right now, which I might be able to do, that would be amazing. That would actually be... Once again, this is why you just buckle down and got to do things sometimes. It always seems harder than it's going to be. But you know what? You got to try to do it. There it is. There it is. The fish in the bowl, dude. Oh, it's incredible. I think I do have to beat the map. Save the moon base to see what it is. Yeah, that's the next problem is I am going to have to beat the map. And I'm going to be honest. I'm a little scared that I'm not going to be able to. And that would be a huge bummer. That would be a massive, 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 massive bummer. I don't know if I'll have to do this puzzle every time. That would honestly kind of suck if I have to redo this puzzle every single time just to attempt to do it again. But all right, let's get our moonbase strat ready to go. I'm going to go switch over to my monk and my summoner, set up aura stacks, set up archers. You guys know the drill. First things first, I'm probably going to head over to my monk and just do aura stacked wherever I feel is a good choke point, but I'm not super familiar with this map, so I'm just going to be trying my best. This guy's a lot faster comparatively to my squire. I think I'm just going to build stuff around the crystals and just sort of be super safe. I don't know where else choke points are going to be aside from just protecting straight up around my crystal. So there's my ensnare aura, there's my strength drain. We're going to do a little simple aura stack. You guys know what that looks like. Now, there are 3 crystals on this map that I'm going to have to defend. Now, thankfully, like one good aura stack in this room will probably take care of the entire room. Which is going to feel pretty good in my opinion. I can't really place it. I think there is going to be the best spot, I guess. It doesn't reach as far out as I would like. I'm almost wondering if the other spot would be better, but that's okay. We can go ahead and do this for the time being. Put some extra support across the way. Why can't... Is this stacking into something? Apparently this is getting in the way. Okay, sure, I guess. That's needed a little bit over, I guess. Sure. Okay, last crystal gets an aura stack as well. We do have a lot, like an absolute metric ton of waves to get through as well. But with that taken care of, I'm going to swap over to my summoner and go hard on archers, as well as trying to get... I am going to do spider, like mage. I think I'm going to do like the full shebang because I just really want to make sure I'm able to beat this map. I do want to try to tightly weave them as absolutely close as possible because getting a Series EV tower buff boost on this, especially on this map, is just going to be wildly, wildly crucial. Look at this beautiful line of archers. It's going to get a whole buff beam dedicated to it. I think I'm going to be able to do one in a line enough to hit all of them. I am using a lot of minion units here. I'm not going to lie. I might actually need to sell some of these. This is like half my minion units at 1 crystal, so I may need to ration my stuff a little bit more. Especially for like this section, I'm kind of worried about this one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this one could have some super danger problems. Like, oh, where am I gonna end up placing? I probably put the archers up here, in total honesty. On the high ground, give it access to the hallways a little bit better. Okay, that mage spider plan is kind of going out the window, unfortunately. I'm just quickly running out of minion units. This is gonna be a much harder map than I expected. I've got one more crystal to protect with very few archers left, or very few summoning units left in general. Let's see how I could place these most effectively. Probably just one at each little corner here. And then I'm going to have a bunch of tower support to come help out this section. I've only got one left, I think, unfortunately. Wow. That's actually really, really brutal. I'm not going to lie. You know what? I'm going to go sell off some of the ones over here. Like, it'd be such an effective line, but I don't need, nope. Yeah, some of these are going to get sold off. This is just too much. It's just too much at 1 crystal. I don't think I'm going to need it like this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Well, at that point, I wish I would have kind of put these a little more in the way of this doorway, but we'll figure that out. I'm going to bring some of these over here. This is where we need the support right now. There we go. That's a little better. That's minion units maxed out. Let me grab this chest while I'm over here, whatever mana chests I can, honestly. Let me go switch over to probably the Series EV, but I also need to go to my Squire here and build some tower support. I'm glad I have all this mana, honestly, because I'm kind of cranking through all this. kind of wild. Obviously, this is just, you know, this is just wave 1, but I want to have everything super prepared. Look at the earth out there. All right, here we go. Tower defense, or tower buff beam time, rather. Let's start it at the edge of this archer, drag it over here. I'm fine with, yeah, woo, getting max use out of 5 units. Yes, please. All of these guys should be buffed. I think this guy hopefully is. Let's see. That's the only one that might not be. He might be out of the range of everything, but I think he is. The way that I would check is I would check this guy's attack damage, 14, 5, 6, 2. Okay, they all have the same attack damage, which to me lets me know that they're all buffed. I can also check this, and that'll kind of tell me 8 boosted towers. That's phenomenal. Okay, more tower buff beams to go around. Let's go ahead. Where are most minions going to come from? I'm going to do one over here to support the Jin or whatever coming in. Now, I do want to actually put it at the edge of his foot, drag it out. I really want to build a harpoon tower right there, and I think that will nick into it and hopefully still affect it. I'm probably going to buff these guys as well, once again, from his foot over to as much as possible for 4. I could just spend the extra defense unit on it if I'm going to. I want to go max range. Sure, we can do that, honestly. I think it's worth it. Once again, his foot to this guy. Just doing 4 there is honestly super fine. Last section for buff beams. Now, this one wasn't really built well for buff beams, I'm going to be totally honest, but I should be able to do a 4 cost there and do pretty well. I can honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to weave these 3, though, in a 4 cost. I feel like that's, yeah, that's not going to fly. There's nothing there that's going to work, unfortunately. So, what I will do is I'll do his foot here for 4, and then I'll end up building a harpoon turret right there, hopefully. All right, now it's Squire time. Drop my mana and bring out my favorite defender. There he is. I know he's fallen off. I know he's not as good in the late game here, but you know what? I love me the Squire, so we're going to run him. I'm going to try to get up some extra support where I can. 65 defense units used. I think I can put this here, and I think that will get a boost. I'm going to place it down that hallway. This could also get a harpoon tower. How many units do I have? That's most likely going to be boosted. Also, with the buff, it should honestly be able to shoot through this wall a little bit easier / more effectively. I think putting it up a little further like that is probably ideal. Okay, that might work pretty well. This section, I think, will actually be fine. Heading over to our last little section. I definitely want a harpoon, at least 1 harpoon over here. Still have a fair amount of defense units, so honestly, I'm doing okay. Like, I left this open section here. Hopefully, that still nicks it. I don't know if that does, I'm going to be totally honest. I can check, though. So that's 80,000 DPS. What if I build one out here? This one is 45. So, yes. Wow, that buff beam hitting that. That's a dude. Doubles the DPS is disgusting. Jeez Louise, man. I don't know if this one's ever going to be able to be nicked by this, though. I'm going to be super honest, which is mostly okay. The question becomes, where do I want to place it? That's crazy that tower buff beam is just that ridiculously effective. I don't really know where else I'm going to have to worry about things coming in from. I think I'm just going to save the rest of my defense units hilariously because I don't know where I want to build stuff extra after that. I'll just put my mana into buffing whatever buff beams, like over here. That's going to be the most effective means of my mana, is just getting whatever buff beams are around. Okay. First wave, guys. Let's jump into it. Let's see, can I actually complete the map? After learning the puzzle and following a great guide, can I actually complete the map now? That becomes the question. These guys getting obliterated pretty easy. I haven't played hard mode in a really long time. Hopefully it's easier than I remember. Wave 1 is going pretty solidly, of course, but you'd expect that from Wave 1. The more difficult part is going to be once we get to the later waves. There's a lot of waves, dude. Oh my goodness. 5 out of 13. I have 8 waves of combat to get through. That does not ease my worries. Wave 1 was super easy, which got to be a must. That has to be a must, or you're never going to be able to complete any map. So let's go ahead and I'm going to grab all the chests, and I will see you guys when I'm ready to start the next wave. Alright, I do have max mana, so I can't even collect any more chests. Let's just go ahead and pump some upgrades into these tower buff beams, which are just absolutely carrying the map, apparently. It's kind of crazy how they just straight up double the harpoon's damage. That's what, now it's like tripled, if not quadrupled. I think tripled, because it was like 45k DPS flat. That is unbelievable. It's kind of obvious. I already know this. Like, it's just crazy to see the numbers. You know, like, I understand that buffing your tower buff beam is way better than buffing any other tower, and you should always do that first, and yada, yada, yada. I get it, right? But I think it's just crazy to see the numbers. You don't often see the numbers right in front of you flat out like that, in my opinion. Or rather, it's easy to just not check them and not worry about it, you know? But I think that's about every chest acquired. I might be missing one. I'm going to jump into the next wave. This should hopefully be good enough. I could maybe buff some power buff beams across the map in certain locations, but I buffed a lot of them. I do have 200 mana remaining. Put a 2-star into this one, or a 2 level up, honestly. I don't mind that, since there's not a whole lot of protection over in this section, aside just from that one wall of minions, but I also don't see too many minions heading over there, too many enemies heading over there. We see some more stuff over here, though, which is interesting. And that's got a 3-star on it, looking super strong. Wave 7. I might just, for the sake of time, I'm not getting any crazy drops on hard difficulty. I'm going to be super greedy here and super lazy. Hopefully I don't get punished for this. I'm going to jump right into the next wave. I think I'm actually way stronger than I realize. I think I'm actually kind of obliterating through these minions. I do want to get upgrades on, just 1-star upgrades on each of my auras. I feel like getting a 1-star upgrade on your aura stack is like always wildly helpful. I feel like I want to do that almost every time when I play DD. I'm going to go grab this chest in the meantime. Why the hell not? Not seeing any crazy drops that are like going to change my stats. Like, these guys are just getting obliterated by the electric aura before they can even make it to my archers, dude. Why would I be worried about, yeah, this is, okay, I'm going to spam through, guys. This actually could be done super quickly. I didn't realize, okay, the thing is, dude, Dungeon Defenders devs, you guys scare me, okay? What happens is, you guys put level 100 as the recommended for Moonbase. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh, dude, level 100, that's terrifying. You know, I'm only level 89 or whatever, and I'm so far from that, and I also feel like a noob, and I feel so far behind, and all these things. And then I jam into it. It's like, oh, this is, what do you mean level 100 recommended? You know, these ogres are dying before they can even get in range of my towers. Come on, man. The level recommendations on Dungeon Defenders maps, I've been told that they're more of a light suggestion in the past, but it's even less than that. I feel like they're wildly inaccurate, and that might be one of those things, like, most Dungeon Defenders players are going to obviously know that. Most Dungeon Defenders experts, like veterans, whatever, you guys are going to see the level cap and be like, oh, I know from playing this map so much what power level this map requires. But that's a good new player update, in my opinion. Having actually representative level recommendations that are truly accurate, or at least a bit more accurate. Like, this one feels really off, you know? Maybe I'm just abusing too many broken mechanics, but this one feels quite off, in my opinion. But maybe I'm even wrong on that, you know? I'm gonna go grab another chest. We're gonna spam right next into the next wave. Go grab chests wherever possible. I'm just putting upgrades on tower buff beams and pretty much ignoring every other tower, because why would you need to do anything else? I guess except for aura stacks, to be fair, which I honestly will go ahead and upgrade this one to level 2. There's another wave complete, guys. Wave 9. We're almost at the fish in the bowl ownership officially. Jumping into wave 10 here. I'm going to grab some of this mana and then jump into it. Being pretty darn greedy here, but you know what? That's fine. I probably don't even get that much mana from the items being consumed on the ground, since they're kind of weaker. Yeah, I got 286,000 mana from that, which, I mean, obviously is, I mean, 280k is honestly not, but at this point, when I'm at like 4 billion or whatever, the crazy amount that I have now, it's not really gonna, I'd rather just play other maps to farm for mana, you know, versus taking the time on this one to go open all the chests for a little bit of mana. Okay, things are getting a little harder here, I will say. I don't want to get too greedy too fast. If I get too greedy too fast, it could just all be ogre in a matter of seconds. Like, there's an ogre living over near that crystal, staying alive and actually getting off some. There's a Jinn over there. I want to go check out. Yeah, so some stuff happened over here. Some stuff happened. I guess it's mostly just the auras that need an upgrade, to be fair. This is the only aura stack that hasn't had an upgrade yet. So we'll go ahead and put an upgrade on that. Go grab all the mana down here. Grab the chest down here. And then also go upgrade the tower buff beam that's up on this high ground before starting wave 11. All right, getting this up to a 1-star, I think puts most, if not all, of my tower buff beams at 1-stars. I think I'm honestly good to go ahead and start there. I'm going to upgrade this guy to a little bit of damage. Why not? Give him a little bit of care. Upgrade these. I honestly go ahead and level 2 all of that aura stack. There we go. Now I feel comfortable jumping into the next wave. The aura stacks are doing a ridiculous amount of work on this map. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The aura stacks are probably doing more work than any tower. But now the ogres do have a serious amount of HP, around 3 million or so. Like, that's significant. Now these guys are actually living for an amount of time and getting off some significant damage. We're going to put 1 star, or 1 upgrade rather, on that harpoon. Yeah, this is getting a little more difficult. I probably want to start taking my time, getting upgrades on everything. I might even actually switch over to what I'll probably do. Okay, to be fair, I don't even have max defense units used. I just realized I could actually go ahead and build a harpoon right here, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that. And then I could probably build another harpoon somewhere else. We'll see where I do that. And then I'm going to start upgrading the crap out of stuff right now, though I have a ton of mana here. But that's wave 11 complete. Moving on to the last wave before the final wave. I'm going to take a second here to heal stuff because things did get a little... I don't want to lose at the very end here. That would be really, really tragic. I feel like this section, this is what I was thinking of. This section, I feel like needs a harpoon, if not 2, kind of facing down this hallway to help whatever is coming. I don't know if... there's no way I'm getting a tower buff beam. I feel like that's... Actually, this might be able to shoot through the wall with the new update. I'm going to try to put that there and see how that does. Probably not super great, but you know what? It's fine. We're going to get upgrades on everything. Should we put a 3-star on this? I kind of want to, honestly. It kind of goes hard. So you know what? Why not? We'll get a 3-star there. We're going to grab all this mana. I am going to switch to my summoner for sure on this final 2 waves. Because number 1, it's going to buff the stats of my archers to have the summoner out. Number 2, it's going to allow me to flash heal. And flash heal is just really, really, really powerful. So having flash heal to be able to sustain and make sure everything stays alive is going to be way more impactful than having my squire to do menial DPS. So I'm going to switch over to the summoner here. We're going to see how this goes. I think this is the best play personally, but I could be wrong. We'll see if I hopefully don't get punished. All right, I didn't grab every chest here. I think there's still 1 or 2 that are on the map, but this is going to give me enough to heal an aura or upgrade an aura up to 3-star. We're going to do that, and then we're going to jump into this. I think that should be plenty. We could get like a 1-star upgrade on this, but I might as well just keep my mana, honestly, to have access to a flash heal. We're going to see how this wave goes. There is another chest right here I can go ahead and grab. The Jhin is kind of getting staggered a little bit. Hopefully we're okay here. The Jhin over here coming in, taking massive damage, getting taken out. That's a good sign. I'm going to jump around to different sections and see what needs support. Just looking if I can like run around, like go in here, pop a flash shield, get off a massive heal on pretty much every single tower in the vicinity. That's what I'm looking to do essentially with my summoner here. I'll probably stay to get off another flash heal. Probably gonna be the end of the... Dude, look how fast that combat wave happened. That's actually the craziest part to me. I'm going to loop around here. I have so much mana. That's wild. There's one ogre on the map. Like, with this much mana, dude, I'm going to start just pumping upgrades, and then eventually, I'm probably going to spam into the final wave. This should be GG's, should be easy peasies, honestly. What the hell is happening? There's a crystal under attack. It almost is dead. No, 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 no. What in the world caused that? Okay. What is happening? Why is my defense units and summoner units going down? Are certain things going to get destroyed because I'm over cap on my units? I don't like that. Everything over here needs way more support now. That was really, 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 really terrifying. Okay, I might... Okay, well, fuck me. I might not want to be on my summoner then. That was horrible. That was horrible, horrible, horrible to see that almost just go down. I think switching over to my barbarians is actually going to be better to, like, draw aggro then. Okay, my towers aren't going to go down. Yeah, that's the... Okay, we're making a lot of conclusions here, a lot of changes. Yeah, I'm not going to be on the summoner here. I'm actually going to switch over to my barbarian. Having him to DPS and aggro and distract the ogres is really going to be the win con. Not... clearly not... Wow, just healing stuff, because it seems like everything will stay at full HP. That's not a problem. That actually shook me to my core. It's so stupid in Dungeon Defender, stupid in the best way, how things can be going so well, okay? You can be absolutely crushing it, right? Having 0 problems, and then bam, your crystal gets hit to 1 HP and you almost lose in a matter of a split second. It's ridiculous how that works. Now, thankfully, the combat waves are pretty fast. I probably could get back. If I lost, I probably could get back to this section decently quickly. It's really the downside of having to do the whole puzzle again, if that's how that works. I'm going to switch over to my barbarian and probably stick over, honestly, in that section where I was just at, because that's where the ogre got to, and I feel like that section has the weakest amount of support. So I'm going to do this. We're going to swap over to my barbarian. This might be a huge mistake. I might regret playing my barbarian for this wave, but I think it's going to be the best, honestly. I think this is the best decision I could make for this. We're going to pump upgrades all around on all these little archer guys. They definitely need it, obviously. Okay, that's the best I can do. Let's jump into the final wave, dudes. Final wave of what could be an unbelievably massive, gigantic, ginormichin, humongous, just titantrum. You know what I'm saying? Large upgrade, okay? It could be a really, really, really big upgrade for me. I need to pop a stance or something. There we go. That's something going on. Get some DPS. I'll have to make my way over to the other side here in a split sec. Not doing that great. I'm gonna go DPS this Jin, I guess. Siphon stance, that's fine. Tornado stance. Now I'm popping stances. Now I'm doing stuff. Okay. Let me head over to this section to support it. I feel like this was the section where I almost went down. Got an ogre up here. I'm gonna loop around to him. We're almost done here. We're almost done. I'm gonna head over to the last ogre. He's over here. He's already dead. There it is. Moon base complete. Accomplished, out of this world. A crazy achievement. Draco, fish in a bowl. Suma, tons of stuff. Mythical chain body. Tons of gear. Oh, dude. This game is so stressful, but it's so satisfying. We're going to open the final chest we have left. Dude, show me that fish in a bowl. Let me swap to my squire. Let me go to my item box. Some pretty big pets here as well, with huge minuses. I don't love the pets with huge minuses on their stats is scary. But those are transcendent pets. Holy shit, I just realized. I don't think I've seen that. Transcendent pets. Wow, where's the fish? Show me the fish. Show me the fish. The fish in the bowl. I think I saw him. 19. Oh my goodness. Okay, I knew it would be an upgrade. But what in all hell? From one... Also, it's not even... He doesn't even have upgrade. I'm gonna have 225 extra stats after upgrading him. Look at those stat differences. Plus 500 tower HP. Plus 400 attack rate. Plus 200 DPS. That is... Dude. Okay. I want to see this. Let's look at it. 1,000... 1,700, 1,100. Okay, those are the main stats. We'll have to get 1,000, 1,700, 1,100. Let's see this difference. 1,000, 1,700, 1,100. Give to hero. Oh, and it looks awesome. From 1,000 to 1,500. From 1,700 to 1,900. From 1,100 to 1,580. Jesus, dude. What ridiculous upgrades. And I'm going to be earning XP to actually get upgrades onto it. This is the strongest upgrade we've received since... Dude, I don't know. Since, like, completing big challenge. I don't know. Since getting Transcendent? Probably since getting Transcendent for the first time. This is the craziest upgrade we've achieved. That's incredible. Do you... Also, the question to end this video on. Do you get better fish for completing this on higher difficulties? Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching. Such a tremendous challenge. Dungeon Defenders is a blast of a game, but it's also a really complicated game, and it's been difficult to figure out how to progress, and the main way I've been able to do it is thanks to you guys. I wouldn't have been able to solve this. I wouldn't have been able to find out these strategies. I would have been stuck forever playing a game that I super love, but just didn't know what to do in. But you guys helped me. So thank you all so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for videos every other day. I will see you guys later. Peace, Areno.